Well, welcome everyone to our Superpower Masterclass, Superpower Systems Masterclass. Tonight we have a really special event that I am so excited about that I'm going to just get us right into because we don't want to miss a minute. And Dr. Pam Denton has brought on a very special guest tonight. I'm going to let her talk about her and introduce her fully because she can do the best job on it. And then talk about tonight about mental wellness. Like that is one of the many different things that we've been able to see be a tremendous support as we're helping everyone with their nervous systems at this really challenging time of the world and time more than ever that nervous system support is needed. And so without further ado, Dr. Pam, you want to fill us in on our full night tonight and what to expect?
Yes, I am going to share screen as I get going. So welcome everybody. I want to introduce my sister, Dr. Beth Paskowski. She is an amazing OBGYN who is a hospitalist. She can fill us in on her hospital and what's been going on there. We thought it would be really cool to hear from the front line tonight in Superpower Your Success, because one of the things that we're really working towards in our 6-part upgrade system is providing mental wellness and a feeling of mental safety. So I'm going to skip forwards to Beth. And what we thought we could do is open up with a discussion of where the mind of healthcare is right now. It's kind of a broad and big question. We had asked 2 other frontline doctors, one from the ER in New York City and another who works in oncology, which is a very necessary field. Just, you know, even with COVID going on, it's a very active field in what's going on. So, but both of those people were very busy. So thanks, Beth, for being here with us to be the voice of medicine. And the biggest question that we wanted to start with is, where is the mental wellness of the practitioners in the hospitals? How have you guys been feeling? How do you stay positive? But let's start with, how do you feel? How's it been going in there?
Well, I have to say that lately it's been a lot better. So as you know, well, as some of you know, I work in a hospital, a small community hospital in New Jersey, Bergen County, New Jersey, which is the epicenter of COVID in New Jersey. I live in Rockland County, which is a suburb of New York City, which also is quite high, has quite high numbers of COVID. So I'm an OBGYN, I have a hospital-based practice, so I don't work in an office, I just work on labor and delivery. So all of my shifts are either 12 hours or 24 hours in the hospital. And when I'm there that entire time, seeing patients, mostly on labor. So when the first, when the pandemic first hit, it was quite scary. We were all very frightened. We didn't know what to do. To protect ourselves. My hospital did not give me an N95 mask, which is the special type of mask that you need to protect yourself from the virus. First we weren't wearing any masks in the hospital routinely, and then they said, oh, well, you should wear a surgical mask and cover your face. And I said, I need to protect myself more than that, because my biggest fear, and all of us as healthcare workers, our biggest fear is bringing this home to our families. So, it's one thing to have yourself exposed and to get sick, but it's another thing to come home and expose your spouses, your children, anyone else who's living with you, parents or whoever is in your household. And that's a really frightening thing. So I was able to obtain a N95 mask from a friend of mine, which was amazing. And just, they're supposed to be single-use masks, but we just wear it day after day after day, and you hope that it continues to work for you. And as we started to see more and more COVID in my hospital, you just had to assume that everybody that you met had it. Staff, patients, the people in the cafeteria, the housekeepers, that, anybody could potentially have it. So, you really just needed to protect time. And as you got into that kind of mindset, it just became second nature. And then the fear kind of, for me at least, the fear passed, after the first or second week of doing this, and the fact that I didn't get sick, I felt a little bit more confident. And then I watched a video of a cardiologist from New York City, and he said, I know I'm not going to get COVID because I know how to protect myself. We know how it's transmitted, and I'm covering my face and I'm washing my hands and I'm not touching my face and I'm not eating without washing my hands, and I'm not going to get it. And I thought, wow, that really makes a lot of sense. So I'm going to take that attitude too. I'm not going to get it because I know what to do to protect myself. So lately, the numbers have dropped a lot. And so there's a lot of relief because we're seeing less and less of it. But there's still a concern that as, the summer hits and people want to go to the beach and they want to be outside and they want to have parties, and, that social distancing will diminish and that we're going to see a bump in the numbers. So, we'll see. But
how has the staff stayed positive in the what now? Like, did you see the hospital shift and take a dip mentally? Like, did their attitudes change, or were the healthcare providers that you're associated with able to stay positive and shift through the fear like you were?
Yeah, it's funny because people's personalities really come out in times of crisis. And, there were people who just couldn't stop talking about it. They couldn't stop reading news articles about it. They couldn't stay off their phone at work and say, oh my gosh, now we're up to this many deaths and this many people have it and this many people in this hospital and this many people. And I was like, just stop looking at that, especially when you're at work, just stop, And so it was hard for some people to stay positive. Others were able to just, put your head down, get through the shift, go home and, kind of decompress. My hospital did a really great job of keeping morale up by trying to feed us. Food is always a great healer.
Awesome.
So, they'd bring us little treats and goodies at night. And there were a lot of people in the community who stepped up and would provide meals for the hospital workers. In fact, one woman in my community who's just wonderful started a GoFundMe, and she basically was getting donations from the community, buying food from restaurants who are, basically closed or take out business only. So buying food from restaurants and then delivering it to the emergency room the hospital emergency room in my community, and also the ambulance corps. So it was like a win-win-win, It was like everybody was doing something good. And that, the healthcare workers at that hospital would post on Facebook and stuff how great it felt just to be cared for, it felt like people were caring for them as they were trying to care for sick people.
That's really
That was
awesome.
nice. Mm-hmm.
So I think, I shifted into the presentation, but tonight's mastery class is about the 6 steps of the upgrade. So I'm going to go back into our screen view. Before we get into our presentation, does anyone have questions for Dr. Beth, or does anything pop up that you want to ask? It's kind of a neat conversation.
I found also that I just, you at times like this, you just have to do things for yourself, self-love, self-care. Mine was going for walks in the woods with my dog, either alone, or I have a friend who I don't consider myself to be on the front line necessarily, although I have treated COVID patients and I'm not inundated, I'm not in the ER or intubating them. But I have a very good friend who's at Jamaica Hospital in Queens who was in the emergency room and just, constant, hundreds of patients a day. And so she and I would just take long walks in the woods with our dogs. And that was our therapy, basically, being able to talk about it and her being able to talk about her experiences, because she was also dealing with a lot of stuff at home. And, so just taking time out for yourself is so important. And it's hard to do sometimes, but you have to do it.
Yeah, I think that's been big for people. One of the things that we've noticed is that people are going back to work and they're immediately getting swept up in the busyness of everything. And you've got to wonder what that's going to do for the numbers and where that's going to land us with our psyche. Does anyone else have anything that they want to add or say? Where do you think we're headed with this? We'll close with that question.
So, well, I just wanted to get back to something you first brought up when you said, you kind of said, well, where's the mindset of the healthcare workers now? And I'm on a lot of Facebook pages with practitioners, like COVID groups, practitioners that are taking care of patients with COVID. And there's been a lot of anger, I have to say. I think stems from just desperation, like just not being, seeing so many people dying and just not being able to save everybody. And then you see on TV, the protests and the people not wearing masks and the people not wanting to social distance and all that. And you look at what we're dealing with in New York and New Jersey, and you say, this could happen anywhere. This is coming to your community near you. So I know it's hard to understand when you're in a very rural community and everybody is very spaced out, but all of those communities have group events. They go to church, they go to school, they have concerts, they have, whatever, races or sporting events, and those kind of things are where this virus spreads. And so I think among healthcare workers, it's a plea, like, please don't put us back in this position that we have to take care of all of these sick people again, because we just don't want to see it. We're seeing an improvement now, and that's so heartening, but disheartening to see the people who are protesting against the social distancing, and I just don't understand it.
There's a vision that I've held about Times Square, what a busy, like, you're on top of people when you walk through Times Square and the lights are on, and my friend Daga, I think it was her, she posted a picture of it being, there wasn't a soul in the street. So when we look at what's happening, New York is really a vision of the reality of it. They still can't come out of their homes, but every night that they cheer at a certain time from their windows, and the report is that the morale is high in the city, so that's really good. But there are certain areas, and you're in it. Even though you don't think you're at the front line, you are at the front line because the numbers are so high where you are.
Right. I mean, just going to the grocery store is the front line for me.
I had to mail her lime chips.
You could not. This is when people are eating during a hint of lime Tostitos and ice cream and ramen noodles. You cannot buy ramen.
Their friend gained 15 pounds in like 2 weeks. We were on a call today, and she's like, "Yeah, I had a friend who gained 15 pounds in 2 weeks just because of change of diet." So I love this. I think the big thing is, like, stay safe, protect yourself, and that's the importance, and continue to do your upgrades. So we're going to shift into our presentation. Thank you for being with us, Beth, and being so real and present for us and doing the work. It's really incredible. Even though, again, you say you don't go into the front line, I still think of you as your sister going into the hospital, for long shifts. So
yeah, the 24-hour ones are tough.
Yeah.
Getting too old for this.
Time to retire into an upgrade. All right, well, thank you so much for being with us. Let's shift into our presentation. The superpowers. So on that note, we know that we have a real thing going on in this world, and everybody has their own position in the story. And so how did we get here? I always tell a little bit about myself and Superpower Your Success. Coming into 2020, I was on the way to stand on stage and build a superpower conference with Abby, and everything came to a screeching halt. And I was like, how am I going to bring my positive motivation out into the world now when we can't be together in a room? I so much crave the connection, hugging people, touching, holding hands, all of the lovely kumbaya work that we do. But we just can't do it right now. We have to do it through internet. So I am a positive motivator, and tonight's presentation is about our upgrades. Every mastery class that you'll experience is a different part of our integrative system. So in the main mastery class, I take you through all 4 stages, I almost said 6, all 4 stages of our integrated system, and I'll show you a little preview into that in a moment. So we, in this real situation, are asking ourselves, what now? And everyone at a varying degree based on where you are in the nation or the world. We're at this crossroad where there's really no direction on the sign other than stay safe, stay positive, and have faith and hope. One of the things that came up in our conversations this week is how important it is for people to have hope right now. And that is why we built the upgrade system. Our team, Brenda, Abby, and myself, built this system, or rebuilt it, I should say. It's 18 years in the making, into 4 parts where we provide a complimentary upgrade system that you'll experience tonight, and a lot of you experience Monday through Friday and even more now. We have 20 different upgrades that we offer. We also have a mind cleanse system, and SuperCORE is the fitness part. And everything leads to the center, to turning you into your own leader, to become the leader of your own life in your own authentic way. So tonight, we are going to focus on the upgrade part of this 4-part integrative system. All roads lead to leadership, leading an authentic life, leading a life that nurtures you. And the biggest question that we pose tonight is, how do we cope during these challenging, changing times where we don't know what's going to happen? We don't know if the numbers are going to spike. We don't know if the numbers are really going down right now. There's a lot of unknown. There's a lot of conflicting data out there, a lot of people having differing viewpoints. And the one thing that I always say in the coping mechanism is we are in charge of our own domain. So that's what the upgrade is all about. One of the biggest things in your mindset, in your mind, is when you cannot see the path. When you can't see the path, you lose faith and you lose hope. So the upgrade system was built so that we could see the path, so that we could start to see through the wall of COVID and begin to have insight into our own path, our own destiny, and what makes us feel good inside. Now, this picture is a woman who's totally frustrated because she's up against the wall. And for many of us, there's anger and frustration in this situation. Our whole life has been changed. We've been turned inside out and upside down, and we're really at the end of our rope. There are a lot of questions happening for us. Who are we? Why are we here? What's going on? And how do I move forwards? All of this questioning and not being able to see the path causes the nervous system to shut down. And this is where depression and hopelessness comes from. So having the answers from the inside out is what the upgrade was built on. And what I always say is, live life as an exclamation point. Follow the path of your authentic expression, follow the path of your purpose, and things will start to fall into place. Things will start to feel better, you'll start to feel better, and your life will start to progress. So the upgrade is a mental fitness program. It has 6 steps and we will go through all of these steps at the end. So I'm going to quickly go through this presentation so that we can make sure to get an upgrade in. And each step builds on the next. The mental fitness part of this is cleansing and clearing the nervous system through breath, visualization, and motivation. So as you listen closely to my words in the upgrade, what we do is start to infuse positive energy into you, and you start to think and hear these words yourself so that you can start to build coping mechanisms inside of your body that feel better, and you start to create a sense of well-being, a sense of inner strength and positivity, because the wall is what breaks down the human spirit. It's not being able to see the path, not knowing who you are, not knowing what happens that causes chaotic questioning in the mind and takes away our sense of well-being. So the upgrade, which is part of our Superpower system, is built to give you the mind-body awareness so that you can self-direct and self-correct, especially during challenging times. Through breath, visualization, and positive motivation, we are giving you the mind-body awareness. The reason that I love this picture is that light touches to the nervous system over a long period of time create massive results. So every time that you touch into your nervous system, every time that you positively infuse your nervous system with new power, new thoughts, new motivation, new breath, you are building mind-body awareness so you can self-direct and self-correct. So through the 6 steps, we drive energy through the central nervous system, and we get in touch with the deep core of our body. And in what we want for you as a team, Abby, Brenda, and myself, who lead the upgrades, and we also have a team in training, we want you to feel superpowered. We want you to find the answers to your own life. We want you to feel like you have a sense of purpose, even as we're up against this wall of COVID. And we don't know what our destiny is as humans. We don't know what the numbers are going to tell us next, but we do know that we can feel superpowered. So step 1 is to breathe. The first step of our 6-step system in the upgrade is breath. Breath is life. Breath is life force. As you begin to breathe more and more through your body, you're pumping oxygen through your body and you're giving yourself a state of life force. The breath that we have chosen, we call the Superpower Activation breath. It's a nose-to-nose breath that reaches deep into the central part of the brain. Nose is a direct pipeline to the brain, and it helps us stimulate a sense of self-awareness and connectedness. In step 2, we grant permission. So after we're done breathing, the 8-part breath, you'll go into granting yourself permission. So what you all have experienced, because I know a lot of you have been at the upgrades, is this: I am ready, I am willing, I am able. What it does is it cuts through the chaotic thoughts. These I am statements cut straight through to the power of intention. It cuts through the struggle. It helps you lift your spine up and sit in your power rather than slump in your suffering and struggle. I am is an intention to the body that tells your body to pay attention, to be aware, that tells your mind body to pay attention and to be aware. So we filled it in the upgrade with some very powerful words. I am ready is a state of the willingness to take action in new ways. So readiness is the state of taking off from the starting gate, taking off from the start line. I am ready. I am willing to step forward, and I am able. These are 3 words that activate the body to let go of stress and tension. The reason that we want to let go is because we're creating space for the positive. If you have all this tension and struggle and stress stuck in your body, your nervous system is just spending time trying to manage the stress and the struggle, and your body forgets about ease. It forgets about, oh, life can be really good. Oh, I can be positive. So the next phase of our journey is to start to let go. But first, you have to know that you're safe, like this little puppy poo. You have to know that you have safety when you step into the unknown of letting go. A lot of people don't let go because they're afraid of that space that they're stepping into because it's more unknown. But what we want you to know is that the next phase after letting go is infusing your life with positive energy, and it's well worth the letting go phase. And so we tell you in this granting yourself permission part of the upgrade, part 2, I deserve. So we ask you to start deserving better in your life, to start deserving more, to believe that you are worthy to infuse your life with the positive. This is an important part of the journey. I deserve to live life fully. Now, if you look at our life right now with COVID-19, this really is about building strength in the face of adversity. We're asking for your nervous system to become stronger, to become more powerful, for your body and your mind and your spirit to take on the idea that life can be better even though we're facing these massive challenges. And what we ultimately want you to do is break the chains that are binding you. Break through those negative thoughts. Let go of old habits. Build new habits. In order to build new habitual thoughts, new habitual patterns, it's really important to let go of the negative. So in the upgrade, you'll experience a lot of the letting go, and it's really important that you let go of what you know to be true in your life. A lot of times when you sink into this phase of the upgrade, you'll find that you have stuff that's standing in your way. So as the upgrader, the downloader is speaking the words, you may want to fill in the blank. So we use very basic words like let go of struggle and conflict. It's very basic. Let go of fear, the monster in the closet that has you gripping and unsure of yourself. Let go of avoidance, denial, blame, and excuses. Let go of the sensation of being in isolation, aloneness, and doubt. We're telling the nervous system while we're breathing to let go of the energy that's holding us back so that we can transform into a butterfly, so that we can live life in color, so that we can come out of the darkness of our isolation and aloneness and feel connected. So phase 2 is letting go, and it goes straight from granting permission, which is the intention of I am ready, I am willing, and I am able, and I am going to let go because I feel safe and I know that I deserve this right now. So you can see how this is a positive motivation, life coaching style process. And what we want to do is give you the tools to coach yourself. Step 4 is calling in the positive. The fourth step, just becomes this incredible journey in the upgrade. So now we're really infusing you with positive. Once you've let go, we tell you you've created the space, and you can actually feel it in your body because you're breathing into your body. You're creating the space. You've let go of all of this tension just by breathing and being present. And then our third piece to get the brain to pay attention to what it wants is guided imagery. We guide you to see beyond the obstacles. We guide you to see beyond what is stopping you, because through this visionary strength, your brain can actually build new pathways. So we keep it really simple in the upgrade. As you do deeper leadership study with us, you'll find that we take you onto bigger, broader paths of self-discovery. Like I have these great path meditations and guided visualizations where you collect a lot of data from your internal being. In the upgrade, we keep it to golden light. And the golden light represents our higher intelligence, our spiritual connection. What I like to call it for everybody's purposes is connection to your higher self. We all have a higher self. We all have a higher purpose. I think most of us can agree on this. Some would disagree on it. But the purpose of the golden light is to get you in touch with a higher voice, more positivity, more light. And then we take that through the body. We take it through asking you to think positive, clear out your thoughts, think positive, see positive, communicate positive, begin to feel positive about your body, and then be a positive power in the world and take positive action. When you put all these positives together in alignment, they create an incredible human being. So when we're able to, in deeper study, focus on positive thoughts, positive visions, communication, feelings, power, and action, it's a full program for manifesting what you want in your life. In our deeper study, we do more work with this. We ask you to carve out your positive thoughts that are specific to you, your positive visions, communicate from those places, and start to feel the power so that you can take action in your life. In the upgrade, we just want you to infuse the golden light into your mind, your vision, your communication, your feelings, your power, so that you can start to activate the basics of using visualization in your life to manifest what you want. Step 5 in the upgrade is supercharging. This is where we ask you to believe that every cell of your body was designed to be healthy. So I truly believe in the body's innate ability to be healthy, and I also believe that our bodies are being put upon by extreme stress, especially in the face of COVID. So this part of the journey is very important. We're asking you again through the power of intention to say from your body, I am healthy. I have the tools I need. I have an immune system that's strong. I have a nervous system that's strong. The more that you tell your body to respond in this way, the more your body can direct you to feel energized and feel positive. Do we know for sure that this is going to protect us from getting sick? No. However, the probability of not getting sick goes up because you're just thinking to your body, I'm healthy and I'm strong. I get sick and I bounce back a lot faster than I have ever in my life by using these techniques. Before, I used to get sick for long periods of time. Now I get sick less and less and less, and when I do, I bounce back a lot faster. So the goal of this is to start to strengthen the body, knowing that there's a reality out there that any of us can get sick. We want our bodies to have that bounce back capability to be stronger and stronger and stronger. So moving into the download, which is step 6. Finding the answers inside of you. Once you believe that your body is super powered and super strong, you are now able to find the answers inside of you. You are now able to download the answers. This is the intuitive part of our journey, where we really ask our participants, no matter where you've been in your life or what you believe in, that you can actually tap into the power of inner knowing, that you have the power to be intuitive, and you can listen so closely, like that one of the slides that I had with listen closely to your nervous system. Your central nervous system will tell you. You can find the answers to your life inside of you. So a lot of times in this upgrade phase, I'll coach you to say, set your intentions. Find the answers, ask the questions. What great coaches do in this world is they ask the right questions or they give the right exercises that draw out high performance in athletes, in whoever is going to a life coach, and they allow the space for the information to come through. It's not a telling, advice giving situation. It's a, hey, I'm going to ask you the right questions right now so that you can download the information yourself. This is the mastery of coaching. What we ask all of our participants in the upgrade is to create your own inner coach, connect to your own higher self guidance, connect to your own life purpose voice. So way back in the beginning, I didn't share my story because we filled that space with Beth's input. But I talk a lot in my story about how I was able to listen for guidance during some of the deepest, darkest periods of my life. And then I realized that that was a skill that I had to teach people. I was born with the ability to listen to my higher self, and it would guide me. It would be like, get out of bed, go running, stop drinking so much. Why are you hurting yourself? And for a while I didn't listen to it, but then I started listening to that voice and it guided me out of depression. It guided me to take action steps. And the very first, most important voice spoke to me, and I call it my higher self coach voice, and said, you really need to go get some help now. And it was at college for my depression. So I went to the counseling center and I drove myself straight there and started to get some help. When you listen to the download, it will guide you on your highest source path. It will show you the way and you will find the answers inside of you. So listen, we want you to tune in. We want you to believe in your voice, and we are the coaches. The superpower people are the coaches that can help validate that voice. Why we started with a lot of intuitive classes when we grew this program is because we wanted to teach you to tap into that inner voice that's inside of you that can show you the way. Men and women alike, we all have intuition. We all have self-awareness. We all have the ability to tune in, and we want you to hear the positive inside of you. What I say in my intuitive classes, in my nervous system classes that I teach is your nervous system, your higher self, your intuition only speaks to you in the positive. It may challenge you to grow, which sounds like the negative when you're listening to it because it's asking you to do stuff that makes you feel uncomfortable, but it's really speaking to you in the positive, and it's asking you to become a better person. So really what we want from this upgrade system, to breathe, to positively motivate, to visualize through these 6 steps, we want you to be able to listen to the deepest parts of yourself that motivate you to become a better person. And in the face of adversity right now out there during these troubling times, this is the time to do it. It was in the face of adversity. It was in the challenges of my depression, in my darkest, deepest hours that I heard the voice, that the voice spoke to me. And I was like, whoa, what was that voice? Because that doesn't sound like my voice that's cutting me down or criticizing myself. It's the voice that's guiding me forward. So there is a higher voice that will speak to you through this process. You may see it, you may feel it, or you may hear it. And over time, you'll start to almost imagine that it's a person on your shoulder showing you the way. So listening is such an important place. And what that leaves us with is a huge sensation of gratitude. Thank you is one of the focused guided visualizations that I take people through in one-on-one coaching and group coaching. I ask people to breathe into the sensation of thank you. And right now, during these challenging times, thank you is a set of words that we can focus on. Thank you for being alive. Thank you, body, for being the best immune system that I have right now. Thank you, body, for warding off COVID. Thank you for keeping my family safe. Thank you for giving me that job. Thank you for providing money. As we say thank you to our body responds and says, okay, I'll give you more of that. Since you're so thankful for me, I'm actually going to expand my positivity and give you more. Gratitude creates waves of receptivity that come back to you tenfold. So thank you to everyone in our community that's been doing the upgrades with us. We started them because of COVID, because of having to take our Superpower conference online, and they're just growing and expanding and getting deeper, and our community is getting stronger. It's important to remember that this is a lifestyle. This is something that you can break out each component of this program Each step could be something that you focus on in your life. Maybe you need to focus on granting yourself permission. You may need to focus on letting go, or you just need to receive today. So you don't have to do the full upgrade in order to advance. You can choose a part of the upgrade now that you know the full 6 steps and this is being recorded, and you can go back and listen, or come take an upgrade and be like, whoa, I really need to release struggle and I need to focus on that part of the upgrade. The upgrade is a system that creates building blocks of success in your life, and it builds community. The cool thing about what we are all about, because we originated as a conference, is we are all about building community. The pulse of the room, the feeling of people being positive together, the feeling of people breathing in a room together. Imagine 1,000 people doing the 8-part breath together. That's where my soul goes. I've had visions of it since I've owned wellness centers and taught yoga classes and guided people to coach, that we're all in this together and we're all breathing the breath of life, and we're reaching for the stars, like this says, and we're creating a sense of well-being through our body together. Each person is going to bring a different card to the table. Each person is going to have a different experience, and that's what makes us a unique community. We don't tell you who you should be. We ask you to activate the inner leader inside of you so that you can be an inspiration for the world. And there's no age or gender or anything that could hold us back from all being positive. We all have the ability to be positive because we all have this amazing central nervous system. And truthfully, when I think about diversity, inclusion, I think our nervous system, our breath, our origins of 2 cells coming together to create one, that is the rhythm that binds us as humans. It doesn't matter what color our skin is, or what color our hair is, or who we are in the world, or what we do. It's that we all have a common bond through the fact that we have this amazing physiology, and we are all a community who communicates through the power of our authentic leadership. So each and every person you'll find in the upgrade community has a different feeling, a different pulse, different authenticity, and we value that and we honor it in our community, and we want to see more of it. So together we are stronger. As we do these upgrades together, what we feel is that the healing vibes of positivity are going to go out to the world, and that we are going to make the world a better place. We have huge visions for this program, and we know that it's going to expand and get bigger and broader and stronger. And many, many years, I didn't take a lot of time to get into the makings of this, but you'll hear it as you come back again and again to the mastery classes. There have been many years that have gone into creating this formula, and I'm very proud of it, and our team is very proud of it, because we know that as we upgrade our nervous systems together through these 6 steps, that we become stronger and stronger and stronger, and the waves of positivity go out to the world just like this beautiful ocean and affect people in really deep ways. And we're real. The cool thing about the letting go phase of all of this is that it's a real process. We're human. We're not here to be perfect, although my perfectionist likes to tell me we are. We are not here to be perfect. We're here to get stronger together and strengthen our positivity. So before we go into the upgrade tonight and then open into questions, what I just want to tell you that the best way to find our deeper programs is on youhavesuperpower.com. That's our website. You can visit at any time. I'm always updating our programs. We have complimentary programs. We have $50 programs. We have way over $50 programs, which are our deep dive leadership programs. And we are here to advance leadership on this planet and build authentic leadership from the nervous system out. So you can join in at any level, and we value and honor our community and are so thankful that you're here. And we're thankful that Dr. Beth Paskowski came in tonight to share some words of wisdom with us. So I'm going to stop share and shift back into our upgrade. So now that you know all of those incredible steps, each one being a coaching modality in itself, each one being something that you can pop into your life like a widget, I've been calling it. It's like a little widget that you can use. But when they all come together into 6 steps, what we're doing is opening up the channel of intelligence through our body, and people have been having amazing results. We have a bunch of case studies that are coming out of people that are sharing their transformation. So that's going to be really amazing to share with our community. Let's do it. Let's do a upgrade. So if you'd like to stay for this portion, please do. And it'll take about 15 more minutes, and then we'll close out with some questions. So find yourself in a comfortable place. And the very first thing that we always do in the upgrade is close our eyes and tune in to our body, because that's where all the answers are. Outside in this world, there's a lot of chaos. Like Dr. Beth was saying, we have to turn that out, turn off the TV, turn off the information, and just tune in to what's most important. Safety, being safe, taking care of our body, breathing, connecting, wearing our masks, whatever it is, washing our hands, be safe. So we'll experience the Superpower activation breath. It's 8 sniffs in through the nose, all one continual breath, 8 counts out through the nose, all one continual breath. If you can't do the nose, use your mouth. I will coach you through it. We'll do 3 rounds. Hang in there if you're brand new to this process. Stretch it as far as you can. Ready, set, go. Breathe in, 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 in. 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold at the top. Breathe out, 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 out. 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold at the base. Breathe in, 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 in. 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold at the top. Breathe out, 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 out. 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold at the base. Breathe in, 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 in. 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold at the top. Breathe out, 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 out. 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold at the base. One more time. Breathe in, 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 in. 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold at the top. Breathe out, 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 out. 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold at the base. Return to your natural breath. That was conscious breathing. That was stretching your breath. That is the Superpower breath activation. We use the power of 8 to stretch the breath all the way through the spine, all the way up to your higher self, grabbing into that higher self universal energy and pulling it down through your body. So now just begin to breathe long and deep, focusing on your breath and tuning into my words as we go into the second step, which is granting ourselves permission. I say it in the I am. You can think it together. I am ready. I am willing. I am able. I am safe, and I deserve to let go. I am ready. I am willing. I am able. I am safe, and I deserve to let go now. I am ready. I am willing. I am able. I am safe, and I deserve to let go now. Think about the letting go phase, that we all have negative interference that comes into our life. There's always things moving around us, stuff happening, challenges. So when we let go, we're asking the nervous system to find what it doesn't want in its way anymore and just release it. It may be through your breath. You just find the tension in your body and you release it. Deep breathing helps us release tension in the body. So breathe in and breathe out of the letting go phase as I guide you through some positive release. Releasing through positive tension, meaning we're creating the positive state in the body through release of tension. We're creating the positive space in the body through the release of tension. Breathe in and breathe out and let go of struggle. Let go of fear and continue to breathe it out. Push it out with your breath. Breathe in and breathe out. Let go of the obstacles that are standing in your way. Even if you can't see them, maybe you can sense them or feel them. Is there something in your body that you need to breathe into now, a tension point, a point of conflict, pain? Release that now. Let your breath be the intelligence that removes tension from your body. Breathe into your shoulders and let go of the tension in your shoulders. Breathe into your neck and let go of the tension in your neck. Send your breath all the way down into your hips and let go of the tension in your hip joints and into your knees and your ankles that get stiff in your feet. Breathe in and breathe out and let go of any tension point deep inside your body. Let tension go from your organs. Release tension from your mind. Release tension from any sickness or disease that you may have right now, and just release the grip that it has in your life, and let go and let the healing process happen. Let go of self-limiting beliefs, doubts, avoidance, denial, blame, excuses. Breathe it out and push it out with your breath, almost breathing like a Darth Vader breath, where you're constricting your throat and you're pushing it out. Push it away. Push it out to the great universe and let the universe take it as the recycling bin, and see the recycling bin out in front of you, and you're just dumping your garbage in, knowing that it will be recycled into light, into positivity, as every recycling process produces something positive. We send and release and give away. Maybe there's something that you're carrying that is someone else's. Release that too and put it into the garbage recycling bin. Send it away to the great universe to take care of. And then feel the space inside your body, part 3. Feel the space open. Where we release the tension, we create flexibility and flow. Releasing the inflexibility, we move into the flexibility of positivity, the ability to bounce back in the face of challenges and stay positive and come up with solutions. So using the golden ball of light, using your positive visualization muscle, build your positive ball of golden light above your head. You may even want to click your fingers into it and imagine that you're holding a basketball of golden light. Breathe into it and feel it start to warm your soul and bring positive energy to you. Even if you can't see it, know that that positive energy is right there with you. It's always there. It's always guiding you. You can tune in and tap into it at any time. This is such an important phase of the journey because you claimed the space. You made the space by being willing to let go. So draw that energy now down into your mind. Bring the golden light of intelligence from your higher self into your thoughts, and know that you can think positive thoughts. You can direct your mind. You can focus. You can coach yourself to become a positive thinker. You can cut through the negative chaos with a focused mind. You can see the path now. It's golden. It's lit up, just like the bridge in our presentation. Draw the energy down into your throat and infuse your words with positivity. Even when you feel the tension rise, you're able to speak through the tension with positive words that influence change. And when you do make a mistake, your words quickly recalibrate to the positive, and you're able to claim ownership, take responsibility for your words, and correct and self-direct. That's the beauty of positive. It's constantly working with us to evolve and grow. So bring it now into your heart. The golden light descends down into your heart center, and you can feel the positive energy in your heart. It's warm and glowing, and you're sending light out into the world through your positive emotions, strengthening your emotional integrity. Bringing the energy now down into your solar plexus. We're descending the energy deeper into the physical body, into your willpower, into your determination, into your commitment, your warrior strength, your ability to stand strong in the face of challenges with positive energy, yielding your sword wisely. Bringing the energy now down deeper into the action center of your body, into the navel center, where it transmutes negative into positive. You go deeper into a state of positive, and deeper and deeper. You dive into your positive well of opportunity, and you can feel it surge through your body as you connect it to your base. The base energy is positive now. Your foundation is positive. Reset your foundation. Imagine that there's a button there, and you're just hitting the reset by breathing in and breathing out and saying, I am positive. I have positive thoughts. I have positive visions. I have positive communication. I have positive emotions. I have positive willpower. I have positive actions and positive strength in my foundation. I am strong. I have the courage to move forwards during these challenging unknown times, and I can see my path. And this is where we supercharge the body with energy, believing that our path will unfold in this state of positive energy. The universe, I call it, will send you exactly what you need, the right person at the right time, the right article that inspires you to change. You allow it to come to you naturally. The information flows to you and it strengthens you. Instead of constantly seeking, you feel calm and connected, and it comes to you and it supports you, and you feel receptive because you are supercharged and super energized in every cell of your body. The right healer, the right doctor, the right job, the right relationship, the right friends, the right program, exercise, it's all right there, and the thoughts are inside of you and your body knows exactly what it wants. You'll feel it through a sensation of joy, or it will uplift you, and you'll start to notice when you're on the wrong path because you'll feel low. You'll feel amazing when you're on the right path. You feel your energy surge. So download now any kind of information that your nervous system wants to share with you, higher thoughts, visions, voices, feelings, and know that if you feel nothing right now, that's totally natural. A lot of times it comes to us later after we've tuned in and turned up the volume on our nervous system. We've turned on our self-awareness. We're reflecting inwards. We're connecting inwards. We're feeling the energy flow. We're building it in community, stepping beyond fear, and then boom, all of a sudden divine time hits and the right thing happens and the right information comes. So allow the divine pace, your own natural pace. Breathe into your body and allow yourself the space to be positive. Take up positive space in the world. Take up your space. Own it like real estate. Build your positive space in the world and send a message and a signal out to the world through your actions and your communication and your thoughts that this is a possibility, that we can move through these chaotic moments with the power of positivity and clarity and focus. So important that we stay strong and that we turn on our lighthouse and we shine the light out to the world in the storm, and we say, here's the positive light. I own this. You can build your own. They can't take it from you, but they can learn to do it too. So we share the upgrade. It's like we're handing out upgrades to people, saying, here, you can have this too. This is how you do it. And through our actions and through sharing the upgrade, we build more and more lighthouses that are sending these signals out. And all of a sudden, the signals become a wave of consciousness that starts to shift people into the positive. Shift the positive, be the positive, feel the positive, and download your positive purpose, and know that the world will get stronger because of you. One positive person at a time, we send a ripple out into the world, a wave of change. To be positive, powerful people. So own that right now, claim your space, own your real estate, invest in it. And every investment that you put into your real estate, you're building and building and building a stronger foundation. Deep breath in and out to bring yourself back. Wiggle your fingers and your toes before you connect with the outside world. So we're going from inside to outside. Take your time coming back slowly, knowing that your nervous system may have some need to recalibrate. Opening your eyes at your own pace. Yay! And thank you all for being here. Thank you, Beth, for being with us and sharing your wisdom about what's going on out there. We're going to turn off the recording and share a little bit and then let Abby go to her birthday party.